Welcome to Top of the Drops, Gala's weekly show featuring the best in Web3 music. Shout out to Jordan Sparks, who joined us on our Twitter space this week. And as always, let's kick things off with the Drop Bot.
That's right, Taco. The Drop Bot is back. And he's thoroughly defragged and ready to bring you the top drops of Web3 music. First up, we've got Empire, featuring Rio Kragen and Iconopop by Kids of the Apocalypse. Kids of the Apocalypse is an audio-visual project spanning music, comics, and film. Dreamed up by a group of award-winning musicians and directors from around the world, Empire has already minted 608 editions on SoundXYZ. Fuckboy by Sozy, an artist, songwriter, and producer born and raised in Los Angeles. Sozy brings Fuckboy to SoundXYZ as a Genesis drop on their platform. Fuckboy is all about the disappointment in those empty promises, toxic relationships, and what seems like an endless cycle of choosing the wrong type. At least for now, by My Brothers and I. Dropping on Gala Music, this chill pop song combines organic instruments and electronic elements, featuring powerful vocals that build up with harmonies. The lyrics explore the emotions of saying goodbye to a cherished, long-time home, evoking a sense of loss and nostalgia. I Know You're Tired of Driving by Oshi. This is the 12th track from High Frequency Volume 1, a compilation album curated by Noise. Inspired by a drum sample, Oshi utilizes a chopped vocal and glitchy drum break to add a satisfying element of danceability. Young Picasso by Just Shocking. Hot off a main stage performance at VCon, Just Shocky releases his second track with Gala Music. This acoustic-infused hip-hop single vividly portrays him immersing himself in the studio and crafting a masterpiece. Well, there you have it. That's all from me, and we're going back to you, Taco, in the studio.
How about some Web3 music news? Oursong.com is in the middle of their remix competition with Kimbra's The Way We Were, the winner of which will earn a meet and greet with Kimbra and have their winning track released across streaming platforms. That competition is running now through June 12th. Opulus is launching their platform with their first release happening right now. One thing to note out of the gate, they're referring to their digital assets as MFTs, music fungible tokens, as NFTs aren't seen by everyone in the best light right now. This is a nice twist to differentiate themselves. So great job, Opulus. Kits AI is hot out of the gate with their library of officially licensed voice models and tools for you to share your voice with the world. They feature licenses of voices like Sarah Phillips, who we love, and 808s and the low-end sounds from Mark Evans. You can pick up their season preview pack for only $19. I should probably upload some of my finger drumming samples to share with the world. Seems like a fun project. Check it out. When we were at VCon, I had the opportunity to sit down with Betty from Deadfellaz, and here is that interview. Welcome to take two of my interview with Betty.
Hi.
It's take two
Yeah.
because we just did like a whole interview, but they weren't rolling cameras.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We could just do audio, but I look cute today.
Yeah, same.
And so I thought we should also have cameras rolling for people.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fire someone. I don't know who yet, but as soon as we get out of this booth.
I was recording the whole time.
Good.
Yeah, it's not you. Yeah.
Just keeping my job.
It's not you. So to go over the same ground again, I'm a member of the Horde.
Great.
I've got my Deadfellaz
Awesome.
because of peer pressure. We don't need to go into the details of it. We just know it's true. For the people who are listening, they're all members of the Horde already. But if they weren't, can you give us a rundown on what Deadfellaz is, where it came from?
Yeah, we're a Web3 brand based on digital identity, creator empowerment, culture, with a positive social change, meaningful change across different industries. We were born from an NFT project, 10,000 generated images of zombies, which might sound weird to people that don't know what's going on in NFTs, but that's what happened. 2021, I became very interested in this space and saw the potential for some really cool things to happen, but I didn't see a space for me to participate how I wanted to, so I created that and then, attracted a lot of other people that loved what we were doing, and now it's like a co-creation with community and everything, which is really fun.
It's super fun, and I think zombies made a ton of sense.
Yeah, of course.
And the art is great, and it's so recognizable. Like, you see a Deadfellaz and know that's a Deadfellaz.
Yeah.
And you see people with it on the gear that they're wearing or the bags that you're handing out to everybody. So it's super recognizable. We were chatting earlier before this interview and our other interview about how you're famous because of
the other
project.
interview.
The other one. You're famous because of this project, and so you come into VCon and you get swarmed just because you're Betty. You're a big deal. But in real
some
life,
people.
in real life, you're just everyday Betty.
Yeah. Yeah. I go to Target.
You don't go to Target.
I do.
Do you feel like
It's a US phenomenon. I don't know. I feel like it's like
yeah, maybe because you aren't originally from here, maybe you wouldn't fall into that. But you have to.
you got to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I live in the suburbs in LA right now, so it's like a very different departure from life when I'm at work, which I like.
How different is Deadfellaz, VCon Betty, and Target Betty? In that world, are you just like sweatpants and hanging out?
I'm myself throughout my life, but I think most people have their, like, this is me and then this is me in a t-shirt and sweats, right?
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know.
So there isn't like a Betty persona. This
you won't
is just
see
you
me
all the time.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's great. I love watching, and this is actually part of why I joined the Horde, is I loved watching the evolution of Deadfellaz. Like, it wasn't just, here's my project, thanks for shopping. It continues. I think I got in right around when I saw you partner with Wrangler, because I thought, what are they doing? Why are they partnering with Wrangler? And you just keep surprising everybody.
Yeah.
How do you decide the direction to go in with, like, partnerships or the things that you're working on?
We have a really strong idea of where we want to go, and we get approached by lots of brands. So I think the strength of a brand is only as strong as your ability to say no. A lot of people will say yes to every opportunity that comes along, but it just dilutes the identity of what you're doing. And so if we look at a brand and we can loop in the culture that we have cultivated through Deadfellaz and the stories that we want to share, and we see it making sense, we'll do it. And if we can translate that into something that might introduce like a new tech or a new way of doing things, then again, that's exciting to us. So we'll do it. That was Wrangler. It was really fun to do that because we created something with the community, and then that was part of the whole collaboration, which was really fun. Shout out to Leon Lee, who is an amazing artist that did that comic strip in real time, which is crazy.
Do you involve the community in those decisions when you're talking to, like, DraftKings?
No.
You just do it, and you just know they're going to like this.
Yes. I think that decentralization is a cornerstone of this industry and it's very important. But in terms of moving as nimbly as you need to, you do need a certain amount of centralized leadership, I believe. And I think that that is just how it is. I think DAOs work in some ways. They also really don't work in other ways. I think they move very slowly and they do hinder progress in some ways, you know? I think that you can take concepts of that and apply it to what you're doing. So we do like to build somewhat in the open, but at the same time, we're stuck with a lot of Web 2 thing. You know, NDAs is like a running joke in my community, but it's like, I can't just talk about everything that we're doing. That's not how business works, you know? So yeah, it's like balancing those and learning how to do both and pushing new ways of producing things, which it's all experimental at the end of the day. Every single brand in this space is trying new things because it's all new.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
When I'm assuming it's DraftKings who approached you, did that feel like it made sense as a fit right away?
Yeah. Matt Kalish, who is the main guy at DraftKings, was a big supporter of Deadfellaz early on, just like loved what we were doing. I think bought the rarest one, sold the rarest one for like 69.69.
Oh.
And then something like that, and then bought the second rarest one. And so he was supporting us early on, and it was just an organic thing, you know? We were like, okay, well, let's work together. Their team are amazing. The DraftKings team are so fantastic to work with. So creative and innovative and, you know, wanting to do new things. So we looked at the type of things that our community was interested in, and a lot of that is sports and gaming and, you know, all of that. So it made complete sense. And we were so lucky to be able to work with the NFLPA. That's so wild to be able to turn actual NFL players into Deadfellaz, like, you know, 1 year in.
Yeah.
What kind of reality is that?
For sure. What I thought it made sense for both of you, and when I saw it, I thought, oh, this is really smart.
Yeah.
And really cool.
Yeah, and we'll look back at that because it's on chain, right? So we can, it just stays forever as a really special moment in time, I think. So yeah, I'm proud of that one. I'm proud of all of them.
All of them?
The collaborations, yeah. Apart from maybe one.
You don't need to talk about it.
I think the community probably know.
So I know now you can stream with your PFP. You can use it on Twitch, which is crazy.
Yeah.
One of our moderators, Yaiken, who is a huge Horde member, streams with his PFP, which is super fun.
Yeah, he's a big-time legend in our community. I got to meet him in person in Austin recently, which was great.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
What's the next thing? How far ahead are you planning what you're doing?
We needed to empower the people that have Deadfellaz with tools and resources to be able to create effectively with them. It's cool to be like, you have the IP for this. You can do what you want. Most people don't know how to animate. Most people don't know how to like rig their own avatar to do what they want to do, you know? So for us, being able to give that to people, like, go do whatever you want, you know, and that's a really empowering thing. Content is something that I think is overlooked quite a lot in this industry, and content is king, to parrot a cliche that is true. User-generated content, I think, is going to be the next thing that we see blockchain technology being applied to empower those people, because you know, it's long been looked at as like an industry that's like in the same way that digital art is not quite as respected, but is legitimate, you know, is essentially pushing a lot of the activations that major brands are doing. Like it's turning the economy over. So I think that you're going to see big moves in there, and it's important for our community to be empowered in that. So yeah, we're going to be working a lot in that space.
I love that.
Thank you.
I know that your time is valuable,
Yeah.
and you've got other things to do. So thank you so much for
Thank you.
chatting and
Thank
hanging
you.
out.
Thanks.
And we'll keep spreading the word, because I think it's a really great brand.
Yeah, thank you. And you guys are doing a good job. A lot of our community enjoy the games that you're putting out, seeing a lot of empowerment of musicians. And so, yeah, keep doing that.
Thank you again, Betty, for joining me. And thanks to everybody who tuned into the show. Have a great day.